Welcome back to the Otaku Clubhouse. I am Bancho Gato here today with Akuma's soul.
Are you sure that we're here today?
I mean, we're here today for the second time, but they don't need to know that. Anyways, with Tales of Arise coming right around the corner, one of the themes of that game being two different planets, right? I decided, why not we look at Star Ocean series? Because for those of you who don't know, the Star Ocean series was originally a branch path from the creators of Tales of.
Yes, quite literally. Half the team that worked on, I believe it was Destiny, worked on the first Star Ocean as well, so they're kinda sister series in a way.
And seeing as this is the latest game in the Star Ocean franchise, coming a grand total, coming in the latest year, 2016. So, holy shit, how long ago is that? Oh man,
Bro, but you can't bring up the past like that. Don't.
This game is old, is what I'm saying, and you know. Is there hope for the Star Ocean series coming back? Does it deserve to? Let's see if we can find out.
You can only hope that it will come back one day.
So I'm gonna load a save here. We're about 5 hours. No, you can literally see we're 4 hours into the game here. And we have over half of our party introduced. And this is a good point. This is a good part to show off, I believe. Especially when it comes to one of the characters, one of the more iconic characters. If you've never heard of this game, perhaps you've seen her before. So, Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness, also known as Star Ocean 5, the 5th game in the series. They're not released chronologically either. Like, they have this weird thing where the 3rd game is the latest, and then the 4th game is a prequel, and then this is an interquel. So anyways, we got our party here. I know it's kind of dark, but this is the story reasons. We got our party here. We got our main character.
You know, people always give shit to old JRPGs for looking kind of like goofy, and this upscaled into 3D. Oh, no. This upscaled into like the highest resolution. I don't think looks too bad.
Right. So, we got our main characters here. Let me just show them on the status screen. We got Fidel. Oh, no! Stop! Spoilers!
Wow.
Fidel, the main character, he is a native to this planet that we're on. I forget the name of it. It's not important. It really is not. For the Star Ocean series, any of you who have played it before know that you usually take the role of like a interplanetary traveler who gets stranded on a world, and this game takes some liberties with that concept and flips it on its head, because this guy is a native of the world. He doesn't even know about space or anything like that. His childhood friend, Miki is kind of a fucking derpy character. Like, she has weird ears, weird eyes, a weird face, and also
yes, haircut.
Yes, haircut. A normal design, all things considered. But one thing to take note of is that Star Ocean 5 is one of those JRPGs that, you know, Sony infamously fucks with JRPGs, and this game was one of the first ones. In the demo of this game in Japan, this character, you could manipulate the camera as such, and you could easily look up the skirts of the characters. Like, I'm struggling to do it now, but this character had totally different underwear on, and when the game came out, they changed it to like this more plain pantsuit, and the Japanese fans were not happy.
Yeah, there's actually a huge thing going on with Tales of Arise at this time. I don't know if it's already been resolved, but people were really worried that Sony was going to reach out and try to censor Arise.
And if you watched our quick look at the demo of that game, you know that it seems to be fine.
Yeah.
So this character is Fiore, and she is what a design, huh? What a fucking design. A lot of people would call this over design, because she got the big hat, she got the wings and the cattail accessory, and she also has this fucking costume.
It's like she looks like a dominatrix checkerboard, like.
And you're like, oh, that's weird though. It's like Maggie Lou, right? No, this is not how that outfit works, and I will show you. As you can see, that's her skin. Oh, come on.
For some reason. The camera's like, nah, bro, I don't think that we should look at this.
Come on. Why am I so zoomed in? Oh, it's because I'm, like, literally stuck in the... Literally stuck... Where is she? She's
running away from camera.
Yeah, as you can see. Oh, my God. I might have to Audible, I gotta switch controllers real quick. See if this one's better. Yeah, this one's a little better. But yeah. As you can see, this is just her skin. She has a little tattoo on her leg, right above her knee, and it goes up to her thigh. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Just imagining, like, somebody's parents walking in.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fuck. Man.
Anyways. Enough of that. We also have this character right here with the backpack. She's not important. Wink, wink. Wink,
You're
wink.
required lowly.
Yeah. There's definitely nothing weird about her.
You're required lowly skill by 9.
So, I'm just gonna go into battle here. I'm gonna take these small ones out.
Yeah, this game's like... I think I was mentioning this when it comes to a lot of JRPGs from this time period. Like, there's this weird thing where it's like early PS4, late PS3 JRPGs all kind of tried to look next gen, and it's like they didn't really focus on the art style so much as they focused on the graphics. And I don't think they look bad, but I'll always take like the art style of like Tales of Graces F over like the graphics of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right.
If that makes sense.
So, one thing that this game had a lot of mixed reviews on is that they said that it can be pretty hard to see what is going on screen. And to that point,
I still have a lot.
I can understand that when you look at like a billion like special attacks in the camera, and especially considering the fact that this party is already like this is like your standard JRPG party size, right?
Yeah. Yes, we go up to 7. Character. We go up to 7 characters, and very uniquely.
Oh my god, her whole fucking butt cheek is hanging.
Don't worry about it. And uniquely to this game, as you can see before, there are no like battle phases. There's like no transition. You just go instantly from the field into battle, which is like a pretty cool concept. And I'm not gonna lie, like having no load times and just going seamlessly transitioning from your whole party into a battle is pretty cool. But I can see what people say where once you have the whole party and you have like a big group of enemies, that it can be very hard to see with all the particle effects depending on what skills you give everybody. So Tales of Arise does not have this problem, even though it does a similar concept where you can tag in all your party members with their assist attacks. And I'm just hesitating here because we're about to go into a story scene. And you're gonna see
I was gonna say.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say that Tales of that this actually has a one-up on the Tales of games that people who have played the other Tales of games would understand. So, just like you mentioned, jumping into combat, there was Tales of Zestiria, which attempted the same thing, but because of the way that the maps are made and the way that typical Tales of gameplay works, it actually made the game, to a lot of people, not me personally, very likable. Like, people did not like that Tales of game because of that.
Right.
Man, I just this fucking character, bro. Like, I know we only talked about it briefly, but like, so character design, right? There's usually a principle that you try to do with character design, right? Like, you know, you have your sexy characters and stuff, like your oversexed characters like Rangiku from Bleach or Tsunade from Naruto, but like, the thing is, they're still dressed relatively modest to the point where you can put those characters on like a poster.
You know, see, I feel like that what they went for with her is that her personality, instead of being the une-san, you know, super seductive femme fatale, is that her personality is fairly modest. Like, she dresses like this, but she's like, haha, winks at camera.
How'd they do that? I've never seen that type of signature.
And so here's the star part of Star Ocean.
So how about you hand
These motherfuckers are clearly from off-planet.
It's none of your business.
Man,
now
this
be a
is
good
so,
boy
like,
and hand
the
over
designs in
rat.
this are so
Unless you wanna
Xenosaga.
die.
Yes.
It's like I specifically mean Xenosaga too, because, you know, I'm a huge fan of the Xenoblade franchise, and Xenoblade has, like, essentially now a far more anime JRPG aesthetic as opposed to like a sci-fi JRPG aesthetic. Also, I'm assuming you're supposed to lose that, or you're just getting your shit pushed in really bad.
As you can see, they have force fields. I mean, they have weird magic.
I can't point at this character.
Our shields are gone.
Stop that.
I've neutralized the shield.
That is so cursed. So, wow, we just got reinforcements. Whoa, and somehow they could take away that magic barrier. Whoa, fucking crazy, bro.
It's really sad, because I actually really like the way that this, like, conceptually is. I like the concept of just, like, a space adventure, because only Tales of game that really handled, like, space stuff was Tales of Graces F. Well, I mean, technically, Tales of Eternia did, and to some degree Destiny does, but those aren't really, like, space epics. Like, I like the idea of, like, a sci-fi JRPG space epic. I would be happy to see more Star Oceans around in the future. Side note, I just love from Eternia the fact that part of Eternia was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the space black people planet, because it's an entire planet of black people in outer space. And then they just repeat that for a ride, but don't make them black.
If you think you're so strong, try to withstand this.
Here's the Mystic Art equivalent. That, you know, Star Ocean can be very hit or miss with these things. But in this game, they as you can see, they have, like, gone kind of full send into the into the Tales of stuff.
Yeah, here's the thing with JRPGs, right? JRPGs, you have to have flash in them. Like, I'm very much of the mind that you can have, like, battle systems and stuff like that, but if your JRPG has zero flash, then most of the time it gets forgotten, which I'm honestly surprised that Bravely Default gets away with as much as it does. That's partially because of the main value of being a fucking Final Fantasy game, essentially. Because that game has no flash. A game that was like all flash and made up for it was like, and somehow survived despite being, I hate to say it like this, pretty crappy, was Crosszone.
Ah, yeah.
All style, no substance. That was Crosszone. I like Crosszone. Keep that in mind. Zero.
Jesus Christ. I should have... Clearly, I am under-leveled for this fight, because it shouldn't be taking this fucking long.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're getting
Oh,
but that's one of the ones that... That's some of the ones that I hate personally. When you get to one boss fight that lasts fucking forever. Like, I can't stand when it's like, you're not losing, but you're just sitting there chipping away at the bosses.
Right.
fucking Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter had a lot of moves, and I hated that.
Think you're so strong.
You
Try to
just
withstand
roll out
this.
all of your fucking items.
Yeah, exactly. This game has a canceling system. You can see those cancel bonus, and it actually does increase your damage like quite significantly. Like that's one of the ways that you can do like low-level challenges and stuff, or like solo challenges. But the other part of the battle system, which is totally fucked, is like this weird rock paper scissors shit, where heavy attacks beat blocking and fast attacks beat heavy attacks, or it's supposed to. But the enemies tend to have very fast heavy attacks that constantly break your guard. That you can't see.
That's always the thing where it's like it's similar to
truly saved our
Tales
skin
of
back
Grace's
there.
F, where
Thanks
it's
for the
like
help.
Think nothing of it.
let them-
Although
I'm
I
gonna let
do
them
have a
talk
favor
little
to
bit.
ask. Can we?
Oh yeah, I
join
gotta
you on
show
your
the
trip?
other mechanic of this game.
Huh?
I must say,
As you can see here,
That
there's
expression
no
of
like,
total disgust
there's very
ruins
few
you.
real cutscenes.
Allow me.
So they have this
We're
weird
not out to
Gears
do
of
you
War
any harm.
walking shit.
My name is Anne.
you know
and
what
this
I'm
is
talking
Emerson.
about? Like,
I would put it
Exactly.
more on
You
like
can
an
totally
Elder
trust
Scrolls
us.
thing.
So just make
yeah,
us.
you can walk around during
I
cutscenes.
mean,
You can
Emerson,
totally ruin the
please
flow of the
stop saying
cutscenes.
these nice
Just look up the
Get right
characters'
into
asses.
You're right.
Get right into fucking.
I'd also be wary of someone asking to join
Green
me out of
Dreads
the blue.
girl's butthole. I guess.
Okie dokie then. This is the deal.
Oh,
We're
she
just like
has
you guys.
Just
that
like
hairstyle.
us?
She punches.
How so?
Wow.
You see, we were also
the fuck
running
up.
from those.
If she was
You're not.
what?
You're not allowed
You
to
were
shut
after
up.
you
You're not
too?
allowed to make these
There was that
references.
brouhaha
Yeah,
I
I
knew
know.
about,
I know what
right?
you're saying. Yeah, she
We
would be
were
Darlie
scurrying
Dagger
away
from
that, and we
Samurai
happened
Showdown.
upon your list.
And you decided that you would help us?
But
Two of you
yeah, it's
beautiful
like,
ladies
why would they
and
let
one
you
an
do
adorable
this?
kid.
This seems like
Who to save and who to snuff
it's not
out?
immersive.
Why would they let you do that? Why would they let you immerse
You're
yourself
very welcome.
Sounds
deeply
good to me.
into the cutscene?
Bro.
Come with us.
I knew
Bro,
you'd
the
say
fucking, the fucking,
We won't
I
let you
can't
down.
focus.
If the graphics were any better than this game would be M-rated, bro.
Bro, if this was fucking like Dead or Alive 6 level graphics, you would have been able to see the fucking wrinkles on her fucking butt.
So here are the other two party members, and there's a seventh one, but he is gone for story reasons. He didn't die, he's gone for story reasons. I can't actually select them. Oh, yes, I can. So here's An, and she's got this weird, like, tribal thing going on. I'm pretty sure she would get canceled if somebody posted this on Twitter.
Look at this white woman fucking culturally appropriating from the native people. Ignore me, an American who exists in America. A white American who exists in America.
And then this guy is Emerson. Spoiler alert, his full name is like Emerson R. Kenny, and if you know anything about Star Ocean, the Kenny bloodline is like, Kenny,
Bro,
in
you gotta
every
stop with these
game.
fucking inside references that no one's gonna get but us.
I love Kenny, I love Claude. So let's keep going into this.
Claude is from Star Ocean 2, right?
Yes. Star Ocean 2 is what old Star Ocean fans consider the best game. They're wrong. The best Star Ocean game is either 3 or maybe this. Very debatable, but
More
Star
challenges
Ocean
ahead.
2 was very impressive for its day.
I still
what I
have a
should
lot
say.
more to learn.
And the original Star Ocean 2, like, they had a PSP remake that totally improved the game in every way. The original Star Ocean 2, you couldn't even do combos, right? And I know it's like old Tales of kind of similar,
Yeah.
but
They really, you didn't really start getting like combos until like really Tales of Eternia. So that would be like the third game in.
right.
So, like the third main entry. It really is amazing to think about the fact that like the Tales of games and the Star Ocean games just somehow ended up becoming like the literal branch. Like they split off and became their own things. It's kind of amazing.
Okay, so I told you that this is just a normal planet, right? Well, there are little hints and clues around that, you know, just like in our world, aliens landed here at some point in the past.
You said just like in
just like in our world, aliens landed here at some point.
Sanjay is not far.
They
now.
totally
I would definitely say yeah.
The sun's coming up.
The fucking glowing orbs overhead and shit, yeah.
Wow, look at
Hey,
this
look.
look at this fucking shot, bro. Look at this fucking shot.
I mean,
So pretty.
well, this fucking shot looks like one of those ones that you would put on the fucking box art, the back of the box.
Yeah. Unfortunately, oh my god, I can't even say this. I can't say this. I don't want to say this, but it kind of doesn't look that good these days. Like I can look down there and it's like, man, oh.
See, the thing is, I have such like a separate view of things like that now. Like back in the day, I would be like, oh, that doesn't look good, but it's like I almost have a thing right now for like games that don't spend 8 billion years rendering each individual hair on fucking Fidel's head or some shit. Like, I think the game looks fine. I like the environment. The environment looks good. I actually do like the art style of this game a lot, like I said.
I do agree. I do think it looks good, but I just think it doesn't hold up. And this is why cartoony art styles will age better than like trying to go for, because this is clearly like a in-between anime and realistic art style, and that's fine. That was really good looking back in 2016 on the PS3. This game is a PS4 game, but
Yeah, PS4.
But the problem with it is that it just doesn't age well with time. Whereas something, if this was cell shaded, this would look fucking amazing. Like even now, even in 10 years, it would look fucking amazing. I can go do more fights, but I'll just go into the city, and I think we'll wrap this video up there.
Well, you know, since we're talking about it, like this game ultimately was not looked at that well, right?
Yeah, like I said, mixed reviews critically, and also the fan reception was mixed, but generally Star Ocean fans like this game. I'm a Star Ocean fan. I like this game. I was pleasantly surprised by it.
So if you had to guess, what do you think the Metacritic score for this was?
79? 69. Final answer.
No, 58.
58. That makes
So
sense.
this is it.
So, you know,
Story
pretty
capital
middle of the
signature
road
sheet.
score.
I don't want
I'm
you
gonna
getting
actually
lost,
run down
so
here and
stick
check.
close,
Hang on.
okay?
Let me see what the
Follow me and I'll
lowest
escort you
score
to the
on here
facility.
was. Let's see. So from 2016,
And here, another
got a
pair?
20.
Signets are everywhere around this
A
city.
washout.
You've
Somebody
got
let the
some canines?
vampire in at Triace,
Legions
and
of
it sucked
signatures
all the
are
life and
studied here
personality
under the Royal
from the
Institute.
once weird and
there are
funny
just as many shops that cater to their
JRPG
needs.
series. Bring
So you could
bring
appear to
Edge
be safe.
Maverick
This
back.
bustling
Shut the
metropolis
fuck
is
up.
built upon and
Oh
lives
my
off
god,
the
Edge
legends
Maverick
of
is the protagonist of Star Ocean 4.
Stunning.
And
His name is Edge Maverick.
Edge Maverick. And
I never knew having
people
my mother
love
bring
Edge
flowers to
Maverick,
the
but
Supremacy.
first of all, he looks like a bitch. He sounds like a bitch. He's dressed like a
His name is
bitch.
Edge Maverick.
His name is Edge Maverick. That is indeed correct. Where's the safe spot?
It's the most Rob Liefeld sounding fucking name I've ever heard.
I hate this guy with a passion, bro. And I hate that the fans love him so much, bro. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve. Like, I love Edge Maverick. I love Edge Maverick. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god. One day I should do a spike play of Star Ocean 4. Like, I have
A
the game.
spite play. Oh my god, this dude does not look anything like what you think he would.
But he acts exactly the way you think he would.
Bro, his name is fucking Edge
Edge
Maverick.
Maverick. I'm putting a picture of him on the screen right now.
Holy shit, bro. I think I've seen this character a bunch, but I never knew his fucking name was Edge Maverick. I know this is I know I'm going over the top, it sounds like, but I'm very serious. This is the most ridiculous sounding fucking name. Are you
Keep
fucking,
it up.
who wrote the name Edge Maverick? Holy fuck, man.
It opened by itself.
So, I'll also quickly give like a little
Biometrics.
dive
So it
into
seems.
Star Ocean lore. Because biometrics? What are you talking about? What are the fuck are you people talking about? Anyways, Takes place in space, obviously. In the future, Earth discovers faster than light travel, and they also discover, simultaneously, almost unrelated, they discover the secrets of the universe. They discover some of the secrets of the universe. And there's this thing, when they look deep at, like, I think it was like deep at subatomic particles, they found these symbols. And these symbols basically allowed them to rework the laws of physics. And it's basically magic. And they call it symbology. But unbeknownst to Earthlings, who are just like so arrogant, like they're like, yes, we're in space now, we're so fucking cool. Other planets have also discovered symbology, and they call it different things, but it's basically magic. But it's Star Ocean. Yeah, I just looked at her titties, bro. But let me zoom in on Fidel. It's Star Ocean is one of those series where technology sufficiently advanced enough is like what is the term? It's basically the same as magic. So
okay, so it's just evolved into like a Magitech sort of thing.
Right. So this city is called the Advanced City. I forget where it was already, but as you can see, like it's got all this technology, but all the people in it are just like witches and wizards and shit. Like this is Hogwarts, and they just think that they're using magic to make their lives easier. And then clearly Emerson and An are like, what the fuck is going on here? Why do you guys have this tag?
Unbelievable.
I mean, their designs, like, in general, fit in pretty well to, like, the sci-fi aesthetic.
I'll get some food.
I like the fact that they don't just drop them in with, like, the idea of, oh, they're just kids from the fucking boonies where they literally, like, all they used to do was fucking roll the stick down, or roll the wheel down the street and hit it with a stick. Like, it's not, like, that much of a fucking huge lurch forward, you know?
Yeah. The game also disabled me from running because one of the fucking... one of the wizards like, only the uncouth run indoors. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I thought it was because it needed to get its Gears of War hallway down.
That too. There's a bunch of rooms. This is my pet peeve on some JRPGs, is that there's a bunch of rooms that don't do anything.
Cassius,
Yeah, but you have to kind of... You have to have it have, like, some degree of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, worldliness. You gotta really flush out your world when you do that kind of stuff. One thing I'm happy about, at least with the Tales of games, is that they stopped letting you talk to people who have nothing to say.
Right.
So like in old games, especially JRPGs, you would end up talking to people who have nothing to fucking
Welcome
say.
to the Institute. I'm Cassius.
And they won't
the
offer you
researchers
anything,
here.
they won't say anything of
Bringing
use,
visitors
but they
along
seem to
is
have stopped
indeed a
that
rare
in like
occurrence
recent
for
Tales
you,
of
Fiore.
games for the most part.
That's
Also, who's
because
this
I'd like your
fucking
opinion on this
12-year-old?
girl's signets.
So you like
since they're not
Hold
the
on.
type you'd find
You like Julius from nice framing. You
On a
like
child
Julius
who,
from Black
if
Clover? This is him
anything,
now.
even younger than myself.
That's my first question. Who in their right mind
Feel
would dare
old yet?
imbue signets on such
God,
a
I
small
can't-
child?
I cannot pretend to know the answer.
The part of the thumbnail
I
is
can
literally
unequivocally
just has to
declare
be her
that it
fucking
is
ass.
no one
Like,
related
Yeah.
to this
it's
institute.
on
Not
screen
even I have
all
had a
the
signet
time with
imbued
this
upon my
character.
flesh.
But that's not the
I'm
And
only
like I
surprised that there
said-
wasn't. Well, hang on. Was there like a huge uproar about the
First
character's
off,
design?
She's much too young to be getting
You mean
signets imbued
complaints?
on her.
No.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Secondly,
porn.
You almost never
I think this
see
was
her.
before people
The
started
only
playing
time
video
anyone
games.
has
Come on.
observed them is when she uses them. Thirdly, she can,
You mean
by
back
all
when the only
accounts,
people who played
control
video
her
games were
signature.
literally us?
Even so, we know she can at least activate it.
Missed a little
And now
side
for the
conversation.
I've never seen
See,
anything
that's
remotely
cool things you
resembling
can
either
do
her
with the
signet's
moving
forms or
around shit, is
functions.
that you can have like people whispering in the
So,
background.
what do you think?
I feel like that isn't explored that much though.
Do you happen to know what
That is
any
a
of the
pretty cool
signets
thing,
look
as a
like?
matter of fact. I mean,
Yes,
I
just
don't
a
know if it
second.
really justifies the way that this works, but
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty cool thing to add on. Like, if you've already added it into the story, why not? Or
Yeah.
added into gameplay. I think that's a pretty cool thing.
You've got me.
Her
I
head
can't
just
say I've
snapped
seen
like
anything
crazy.
that resembles this illustration.
Well,
Right.
her head snapped, her
what a
fucking
shame.
hair is
I thought
bouncing,
that you,
and
of
other
all
parts
people,
of her are
might have
bouncing
some
all over
insight
the
on
place.
it.
Yeah.
By the way,
Another thing
I don't
about
picture
this
you
game,
as the type to go around helping
it's
others,
unique
Fiore.
it's
At
not
first,
unique to Star
I was
Ocean,
merely
but it
along
is
for the
pretty
ride.
fleshed out.
But
Is
now,
that
I've
there are
taken an
multiple
interest in her
endings?
and
Like
her
there's the
secrets
main
myself.
story, but there are multiple
I'll do
endings
what I can,
depending on the
such
free time
as
events you
looking
do.
for any
Free time
precedent.
events are the equivalents of
Meanwhile,
skits,
why
and
not
you can do
venture to
different
the
ones
ancient
focusing on
institute
different
and
characters,
search
and you
amidst
can
the troves of
also
archaic documents
have
there.
I forget what the
Perhaps the
exact mechanic
mysterious
is,
signets of ages
but
past
sometimes
can
the game
offer us
will
a
prompt
glimpse
you
into
with
the
questions.
solution.
If one of us
and
learns anything, keep the other
depending
one
on
apart.
how you answer them,
Thank you so much,
characters
Cassius.
will love you a little bit more, or hate you a little bit more.
Now we know
And
our next
there's this
destination.
whole fucking
Let's go
system
there.
where you gotta manipulate and micromanage your answers in your free time events to get the ending that you want. Like, say you want an ending where Fidel goes into space with these two, you actually have to, because there's like individual character endings with every character, so you can be like, you can focus on Fiore and then you can have your super ultra waifu ending with her, of course, or you can be like the standard guy and then pick your childhood friend.
Pick your fucking vanilla fucking.
I mean, just look at these two compared to each other. Like, this is the clear choice between her and fucking her, dude. Like,
well, hang on. Let's be honest. There's a very obvious choice in here.
Oh yes, you mean
Emerson. Yeah, Emerson.
Oh man.
Look, it's a JRPG. The JRPGs are very well known for giving you every type of flavor that you could want for a waifu.
Right.
Like, the only problem is when I feel you can kind of sort of pick. I don't know. I kind of don't really like picking, because the thing is, I'm not the character. The character is the character. I'm playing as the character, and I'm playing through a story. This is actually a question that I have for you. How do you feel about that kind of stuff?
Well, how do you feel about the pairings in the Fire Emblem? Like, I don't necessarily self-insert, but I do like to see certain characters, interact.
I mean, yeah, I like to see. The thing is, when it came to Fire Emblem, right? I didn't let's go with Awakening. I just went straight with whoever just ended up together for the most part. Like, I rarely was just like, oh well, I want Crom to end up with somebody else. I think he ended up with the girl who was like the most obvious choice at the end. Whatever her name was, I forget. Fucking boring Pegasus girl. But I think that was like the natural choice.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't self-insert as the main character. It's rare that I've had like a JRPG where I've even been able to slightly self-insert with them.
So I'm just gonna save here. I rotate my saves in like some plebeians, because what if I need to go back? What if I get to a point where I'm like, damn, that decision I made 60 hours ago fucked me over?
Well, you know what you do? You fucking beat the game and start over, motherfucker.
I can't live with the consequences of my actions. The last thing I'm gonna show off is the free time events.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to what I had actually mentioned.
This man he said she looks just like my wife when she was younger. Like, who are you looking at?
There's a lot here that, well, everybody's just fucking off, I guess.
Yeah, they just fuck off and you just go talk to them. Like, here's one for example.
You can't imbue objects with signets, can you?
Actually, you can. People have developed all sorts of tools that make use of signets.
I was thinking, what if you strapped a bunch of scrub
Fidel
brushes
just
to a
walking
large
in between
plate
their conversation.
and somehow get the contraption to move by itself? You could use it to clean floors. Wouldn't that be convenient?
The skidding on this character
that
is
might
awful.
actually work.
Just fucking
If you ever
sliding
get
all
to
over
make
the
them,
place.
could you please give me one?
You know what game that was really bad in? It's Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god, no, we have to make an individual video on that sometime.
On Kingdom Hearts 3?
I feel like, well, one of these days. Not now, but one of these days.
I don't hate Kingdom Hearts as much as, like, you and Hawkeye. Well, I don't think you hate it as much as Hawkeye does.
He had, like, decades of expectations built up into that game.
Bro, I stopped having expectations around like going back and actually playing Kingdom Hearts games. I was like, oh, my expectations are met. This is what I expected, actually.
So this is also part of that little formula I told you before about getting your character levels different. Because you would think that since Fidel didn't interact here, this wouldn't matter, right? But this actually gave me plus points to both of these characters. And this one here gives me negative points to him because I'm gonna like snoop in on him hitting on a woman. Like I'm literally peeking around the corner
nothing
right
much.
now.
I was just talking to this lady.
And then, here's, I can like, are you hitting on her? He's gonna get mad. Chastise him. He's gonna get really mad, and I'm gonna say,
I'm so jealous.
I'm jealous.
Never talk to women.
I can never talk
Of course
to women.
you are. It would have been rude not to talk to her. Trust me when I say this is how it's done.
Exactly right.
You can be my wingman next time. It always works better with a wingman.
Yeah, look at this fucking grizzled OG-chan, age 27 or some shit.
OG-chan will take you on the road with him. Oh, really? Where have you been, OG-chan? Oh, I spent the last couple years of my life hanging around. Oh, really? How old are you? I'm 28.
Bro, look at this girl he was talking to. Look at oh, God, don't try to lick those dry ass lips now.
Bro, I wasn't even going to mention that. I was going to say that she looks like a fucking Barbie doll. That's fucking creepy.
But anyways, I think that's about enough as a quick side. There's also another character. He's like a blonde, like pretty boy character. That's it. He doesn't have much personality besides being like a chivalrous knight.
Oh, chivalrous knight.
But not like a cool chivalrous knight. Just like a fucking, the knight who is on the horse. He's on the horse leading the charge, and the horse gets cut in half by like the anime dude. So that's all I can say about that. The rest of these characters are pretty cool, verging on cool. Oh, Fidel is alone. Look at him just stare into your fucking soul.
Let's leave them with the fucking staring Fidel. Fucking Fidel. Why did they choose Fidel? I get that it's like a Japanese thing where they're probably like, it sounds like Fidel. Sounds like better in Japanese, but it's like, I can't hear that and not think of fucking Castro.
So let's just make sure that we're not having too much fun, too much democracy as he stares at us. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share, leave a comment talking about how much you dislike the Star Ocean series and how much you're excited for Tales of Arise. And we will be playing that game. It will be it will be fun? Question mark?
Probably. I would hope so.
But anything else you want to say?
Maybe put some more clothes on that fucking girl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, people. We'll see you guys next time.
No.
Yes, yeah.
No, we'll get demonetized.
What?